meaner and tougher and whatever, they never fought. And if they never fought, we don't know what would happen. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can think that and there's nothing wrong with him thinking that. But I just think that he has a dislike for Floyd, and like a lot of people do. I'm not saying that, because a lot of people do dislike Floyd because Floyd put his greatness in your face.
We thought could have beat him, except Canelo. That's the only fighter we thought that was on his level was Canelo.
One fantasy fight I got for you at lightweight, Roberto Durant, Floyd Mayweather.
Don't even do it because you're going to piss him off again. You already pissed him off one time. Now you're going to piss him off again because you already know what I'm finna say.
It's him. It's him. I'll say it. I don't see Floyd Mayweather beating Roberto Durant at 135.
You don't see it?
It can't happen. Yeah.
It's not happening, but I understand.
But Floyd, everybody.
Roy Jones Jr. just fired back after Floyd Mayweather Sr. mocked him publicly. Floyd's dad said Roy would be an easy win for his son, calling him slow, out of shape, and no threat at all. But here's the twist. Roy was the one calling out Floyd Mayweather Jr. first. And while Floyd Jr. hasn't responded directly, his father is talking loud enough for both of them.
Floyd didn't have the meanness and toughness to beat Sugar Leonard. And of course, after he said that, then Floyd pawned him.
Floyd Sr., who trained his son from day one, says Roy Jones doesn't stand a chance. He believes Roy is not fast or sharp enough anymore to land anything on Floyd. According to him, Floyd's defense and timing would make the fight easy.
To him, he's a great fighter. And a great fighter always has an ego. And just like him, he has an ego. You know, and Roy was a great fighter. And Roy probably would have been one of the greatest fighters ever if he never went up to heavyweight and come back down. But he did. And so you can't. And one thing about boxing is this: you don't just talk about your great fights. You gotta talk about every fight.
But is it really that simple? Let's look deeper. Roy Jones is 56 now and hasn't fought since April 2023, when he lost a decision to MMA star Anthony Pettis. Meanwhile, Mayweather has been retired since 2017 after beating Conor McGregor and ending his career at 50-0. Both legends are past their prime, but who really has the edge?
I enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always wide open. Here we go.
Former heavyweight champ Shannon Briggs weighed in on a live stream. He said flat out, Roy Jones would beat Floyd if this fight happens. It would likely be an exhibition, but Roy says he wants a real, sanctioned boxing match.
You already know. Ellie, what's the deal? Mayweather, who wins? Mayweather versus Roy Jones? Ooh, Roy Jones. Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ellie, man, thank you for that video. You the champ. Let's go, champ.
At first, fans didn't take the talk seriously. But then Floyd responded with shade. He posted clips of Roy getting knocked out on his Instagram story. That got the internet buzzing. The beef was real now.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah,
but in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. Mm-hmm. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money.
Roy didn't stay silent. On July 9th, he posted a video saying, "If you're trying to send me a message, I got it. If you think you're better than me, call me. I'm ready anytime."
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go up top that? No.
It's clear Roy is talking to Floyd, and fans are now expecting this fight to actually happen. It's rare to see retired legends talk this much trash, but when it happens, everyone pays attention.
Roy Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
Well, no, we stood for two different things. You know, he was a social media blowout. blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it, you know, and do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play King of the Hill. He wanted to play King of the...
Fans jumped in with opinions. One said Roy should have expected the shade. Floyd never forgets and always claps back. And clearly, he's still sharp with the trash talk.
Favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career.
Another fan brought up past controversies, saying, Floyd never got knocked out or tested positive for anything. Roy can't say the same. In 2000, Roy tested positive after a fight with Richard Hall.
I think he's a nice guy. Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're gonna attack Floyd's character, he's gonna attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're gonna try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun, because I can.
Some think Roy is just chasing attention and money. He's trying to stay relevant, probably broke. One user commented, but even critics agree if this fight happens, both men will make serious cash.
The thing about Roy and Floyd going back and forth, I just talked to him. Floyd was really worked up. I mean, Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre?
They fighters, man. Okay, we're going this.
They fighters. Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now.
They fighters, bro.
Could it be that Floyd didn't have an equal?
He did. He did. Stop. What's the guy named in the wheelchair right now?
Paul Williams.
He could have fought him.
I don't think he would have beat.
I ain't say that. I said he could have fought him though. In my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. That time Amir had two good feet. He wasn't fighting Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had two.
Roy has never ranked Floyd in his top 5 boxers of all time on a podcast. He said Floyd might be top 10, but not top 5. He thinks Floyd avoided tough fights and didn't face opponents at their best.
Elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster. Who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all. Because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, this in around. We stood for two different things. You know, he was a social media blowout. You know, he blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it, you know, and do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play King of the Hill. He wanted to play King of the...
Roy explained who did Floyd fight in their prime, just Canelo. Don't tell me about guys who were washed or going to jail. He dismissed names like Cotto and Pacquiao, saying they weren't real threats when Floyd fought them. He added, Floyd waited for Pacquiao to get knocked out by Marquez before fighting him. If I waited until someone else beat James Toney before I fought him, would I still be great?
The call, and I'm gonna tell you why it's hard to call. It's a hard to call because it'll all be predicated upon how Canelo approaches the fight. If Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man and he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove whether he's still the best, he might win. So it all depends on which Canelo come to.
Mayweather beat. Now, we all know Floyd was showing the videos of Roy Jones getting knocked the hell out. And I said, where the hell did this come from? Why you do him like that? Well, it stems from Roy. We all know, well, I don't say Roy talking, but Floyd,
you know, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Shabby was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0.
Roy doesn't believe Floyd is the greatest of all time. When asked directly in an interview, he said, no. Roy was the first middleweight in over 100 years to win a heavyweight title, and he did it with flair. Floyd may have retired undefeated, made millions, and dominated headlines, but Roy Jones Jr. still doesn't believe he did enough to earn the GOAT title. And maybe that's why this fight matters. Who do you think is the real GOAT, Roy or Floyd? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. This story is just getting started.